Good afternoon. We're joined here, working on the car again. Our favorite special guests, everyone's favorite Mazda. Today I am doing an intake install. I'm putting the OEM intake back on the car. Got all my weird noodly bits that are supposed to replace this AEM intake. Because I've got a problem going on with this car. I can't keep dealing with it. Every single time it rains, even after putting the hydro sock on this stupid AEM intake, it will not stop throwing check engine lights. So we're gonna be putting the OEM one back on. And this car came with the AEM on it, and I'm never really sure I liked it. Every single RX-8 I've had so far has had the stock intake, except for my first RX-8. And that thing did not go well for me. I blew that thing up 3 times. But this one's hopefully gonna go better. This one's hopefully gonna stay around longer. I don't know. We're gonna hope. I really like it, but anyway. I've got my macaroni noodle, this weird sock thing that is supposed to be the OEM intake. And hopefully I don't get any problems out of it. I bought it from one of my buddies, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, if you're watching this. Hi. Now, a couple things that I've already noticed about this intake is that it is incomplete. And I wanted to get like strictly Gen 2 parts because I don't want to put any Series 1 RX-8 parts on this. I made sure to order like the Spirit R ignition coils and all that. The third, like revision C, I think is what it was. And I tried to find like an under tray, and I tried to find all the vacuum lines and all the things that I needed to complete it. The little tray that goes under the bash bar on the car, and I couldn't find them anywhere. There's no Series 2 part outs anywhere in the Southeast. They're all just like wholesale vehicles that have been hit from the back, vehicles that have been hit from the front. No one wants to actually take anything off the car. They just want to sell it whole as is, and I don't want a broken one. I want a second RX-8. I want another second gen. I want like a low trim, like a Sport, like the red one I had. Like an idiot, I sold that car. I don't know why I did that, but I did. But yeah, I do want another second gen RX-8 at some point. I do. It's just I don't want a destroyed one. But that's all that's down here. Anyway, we're gonna be doing this intake install. It hasn't been used in a very long time. It is covered in like garage dust and other shit. It's got spiders in it. But here's the parts that I had to order these new. I wasn't able to actually find them, and so I got the heat shield thing for the bottom side that the intake box mounts to. It came with the vacuum line on it, and then I got the little tray. I couldn't find these anywhere on any cars. This one would have been a little more acceptable for me to take off the Gen 1, but even Gen 1 RX-8s aren't being parted out down here. They're being sold as a whole car, and I don't want a Series 1 anymore, not after being hellaciously burned by them. Maybe part of that's on me. To be fair, it was my first RX-8, and it was the only one in my price range, and it was $3,500. It already had a reman in it, and it just popped an apex seal one day. And I have a video of that car on my channel, but I've privated it so no one can see it. It's like a 10-minute long startup video after I did a rebuild, and I blow the engine up in that video too. I might make that public one day, I don't know, but I'm ashamed of it. Anyway, we're gonna get started on this. I need to stop rambling. I'm not gonna show you how to do it. It's easy. You don't need to know. I'm just gonna show you me doing it. Yeah, be quiet. Shut up. All right, we're making some damn good progress now. I've got the macaroni and cheese noodle installed. I broke some of my foam. That's unfortunate. But yeah, check this out. So even with the dry flow, here's proof of my theory. Even with the dry flow sock and with the filter oiled, look at the veneer of water that has just been coming out of the filter. I sat it right here just to see if it would do that, and it's like, it is actively leaking water. So this thing does nothing but soak up water. And I am never putting a cold air intake back on one of these cars again. I've been told several times that this stock intake is the best for the car in terms of overall health and daily drivability. Now, I'm not saying that this filter doesn't, this whole intake design doesn't have a place in, you know, racing or something like that, because I'm sure this thing probably does flow better at higher RPM. Like if you're all the way up at redline, the pipe here is a 2.5 inch diameter pipe, and it comes up here to where it gets to this little coupler, and it goes to a 3-inch pipe right here, and the rest of it's 3-inch all the way back. So at high RPM, you might be noticing a little bit of a power gain, nowhere near justifiable enough to have this get sucked into your engine. I can't justify that. I can't ruin this car with one of these intakes. I don't see it. This is perfect. This keeps the intake up and away from where the water is getting. The radiator, the old filter, used to be right down here, right in front of the radiator. Convenient enough for a dry day. You might feel fantastic about driving the car. But on wet, rainy days, as it has been these past 10 days in December, which is very annoying, but it's been nothing but rain. And this, coupled with obviously the mitigation of airflow with the VDI right here, I think we're going to have some noticeable differences. Okay. Pause. Just a moment. I'm not done vibing yet, but I don't know if you can see anything wrong with this picture. You probably can't, but what the hell is this? Why is this not attached to the intake? Is this where my problems are? Does this car just shoot its own vacuum lines off? What the hell? Why? Why do you keep doing this? This is ridiculous. I'm genuinely sick and tired of you just blowing your own vacuum lines off. Why? I just sucked air through it. It works. I can't blow air through it. It works. Why? Does that go down there? I think it goes down there. Okay, well, we just discovered another fun little tidbit of information. Maybe all of this works together to actually make the car work again. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. I don't know. But we'll find out. Huh. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been driving this car around maybe about 30 minutes now, and the idle hasn't missed once. I've got Shell V-Power going into it. Premix, 200 milliliters. It was a little bit hesitaty in the higher RPMs in 3rd and 4th gear whenever I was going down the highway, but after a few pulls, it cleaned up and it didn't hesitate. No warning lights on the dashboard. I'm honestly stumped. Oh, nice. I think it might be fixed. I'm gonna hold that with a grain of salt. I'm not gonna assume that it is fixed just yet, but it felt damn good after a few pulls, so let's see. Well, all right. There's the idle. I have not had a single idle issue for about an hour and a half. Check engine light is still not on. It's been raining on and off intermittently. Engine feels like it's running smooth as butter. I can barely feel the idle in the shift knob, and I cannot feel the idle in the steering wheel at all. So, here's hoping I may have fixed the problem. Alright, drove very hard. Of course. It is so freaking windy and cold. I'm sorry if the audio quality is really bad, but I've been driving the car for a couple days now, and it really feels like it's coming back to life. As much as I don't like having to put the stock airbox back on it, the car seems to enjoy it. It feels like my power is slowly coming back. It feels like my rev range is steadily smoothing out, and I'm happy. You know, like look at this with me. I'm all plastic back up again. Ignore the coolant spots. I don't know where that came from, but I'm completely plastic again. Missing the air pump, obviously, but okay. I'm gonna use this opportunity. Hold on, you stay in my seat for a second. I'm cold. Oh my god. I'm gonna use this opportunity to take the car up. What is the road called? Bankhead, whatever it is here. And I'm sorry. I'm very cold. But I wanna take it on a quick run, and I wanna stick y'all on the dashboard again and show y'all how the car is running. And hopefully, since it's dry, you know, I won't have any issues. It hasn't rained since I put the stock intake back on, but I'm 99% sure that check engine code isn't going to come back again, just because of the positioning of the intake. And like you saw earlier in the video, the water that came out of that cone filter was a lot. It sucked up way too much water, and that filter, I didn't lube it. I didn't actually like put oil on it, but I had a hydro sock on it, which I thought would have been enough, but apparently not. So yeah, let me just stick y'all on the dashboard real quick. Actually, no, let me start the car first. Hold on. Yeah. Snug as a bug in a rug, happy as a clam, whatever else you want to say. But yeah, it's mighty solid. I just realized that this phone can record in 4K Ultra HD, so the audio quality, or no, the video quality probably just shifted pretty significantly. But yeah, oh, hello. Adios. Yeah, I'm loving the smooth idle. Like where the VDI and where the SSV open up. I think the solenoids that were installed whenever the rebuild got done might be sticking, or not, may not. Sticking isn't the right word. Maybe more like they're just not opening fast enough. I'm not sure. That's just what it feels like, because I can't notice it in first. First gear winds out way too fast. Second gear, pretty much the same story. Third gear, I get to like 6,500, and there's just this very slight, very, you know, someone who's not attuned to the car wouldn't notice it. And then again at like 7,500 or something like that, like there's these little spots, very minuscule, but just enough for me to notice it. Maybe I have to order a set of $100 a piece, 3 solenoids. No, I only need 2 actually, because I don't have an air pump. So 2 solenoids I have to order from Mazda to hopefully maybe fix that, because I'm going to assume that's what that probably is.
Half of the times I've been fixing this car, it's been me just assuming it was something and then replacing it. Like, I replaced, chasing that vacuum leak, I replaced, I've said this before, but like, alternator, water pump, the full intake reseal with Mitchell, everyone's
really use a
favorite
hand.
man. And it was just the vacuum line that was loose. And then I found that other vacuum line earlier in this video that you saw. I'm filming this like a day later. Anyway, this is fun. I'm having fun. Again. I didn't compression test the engine again yet. I should probably do that tomorrow. In fact, if I get the chance, I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Probably not. Things are looking up. Things are looking pretty fun.